Hey, look at that. Tough day today, man. It's no fancy setup uh, at my job. This dumbass janitor job, and if I look defeated, I am. You know, I don't even know where to even to start or even why. I'm just trying to be a civil person in society. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like I had a lot to get off my chest, and it's about that time where you start to reflect on certain things, man, and I don't even know what I'm saying or what I'm gonna do, but I just felt really, really irritated, really frustrated. Besides all the stuff that I do on YouTube or whoever watches the stuff, it doesn't even matter because I'm still here. This is where most of my hours are drained at. I'm just a regular person. I'm just like you. Look, just like you guys. I work 4 to 12 a.m., paycheck to paycheck, just rotating on this stupid clock of work, go home, work, go home. Try to find little things to do in between here and there. But there's never enough time to really do that because I got bills, I'm behind on rent, I gotta buy food and make sure it's healthy because I'm trying to work out and stuff, and you know, I got these stupid managers and supervisors that are trying to blow up every little issue, you know. And I had this meeting. I tried to have this meeting this morning with my supervisor and the director, and trying to really get them to see that you know we don't really have a lot to do when we're housekeeping, and basically it just show it went it that meeting showed me that companies don't really give a damn about their employees' well-being or their, I guess, what they have to say in terms of making their job easier or more efficient. They're just concerned about how well you can run my company and make me more money. They don't really care about, what you got going on. They say that they do, but they don't really mean that. It's just something to say to have them keep wearing a suit and tie every morning. And that's kind of what I felt like. I felt like I was on deaf ears, and I was kind of hopeful that I would spark some change, but you know, every every environment is the same, every job is the same with the same, stupid rules and the same unwavering uh, ideals of how things should work, and there's no way to shake the structural um, foundation of what you do, even though you know it could be better. They don't really care. They just tell you to go do it, and you gotta do it. No questions asked. I don't know, man. I just I just don't understand why it's just so hard. Why are things so hard for anybody? Not even just a person like me, but you know, I try to do right, try to be right, and there's no benefit in doing it. You just got to be a mindless NPC working these jobs because you have to. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I have any other option. I'm 28 years old. I don't live by myself, and I got this to worry about, I got that to worry about, and it gets irritating, the fact that you got to spend all your time and resource on somebody else just so that you can live just a tiny bit. Because once I get this check, which is considerably good, it doesn't even matter, because I got to send half of it to the landlord, and then the landlord doesn't even really respond to anything. Like we have a dryer problem. You know how many times I've texted him to fix the dryer? No message, but he sure definitely messages me when it's payday. So half of that goes to him. Some of that goes to other things like medical stuff, because I have epilepsy, but I don't even really be paying that. But, just to survive. It just shouldn't. I don't know why people in positions of power make it much harder to survive when, they don't really need to. My manager was getting on me about sitting down when it was almost time to go, like an hour before we're supposed to leave. And I don't understand why I'm getting penalized for being too efficient. It's almost like companies don't want people that are good at their job, because if they're too good, they finish everything. And I'm not going to work. Nobody works constantly all the way to the end of the clock. Now, I'm not saying I'm a bum. I'm not saying I'm a lazy employee. But, when you have a certain routine and you work at it long enough, you become good at it. Like anything. And you start to learn how to do it optimally. And it's not my fault that I have a small area and it doesn't take long. Plus, there's no students here, so there's not a lot to clean. I also forgot to mention, she lied. She told the director something very false, and that really upset me. I don't like when people lie about things that didn't happen just to make the situation seem worse. But shoot, at this point, I don't even know if there was unintentional, but you see what you want to see. It's just stupid, the fact that you can get in trouble for being somewhat successful. I don't know why people who aren't in our position, struggling, feel the need to tell us how to work or what it should be. Like, there's no scenario where anyone should be done at 11 or 11:15 when you're done at 12. Like, they're just blind, man. And you got to sit there and take it, because I really thought about quitting today. I really thought about handing my keys in, but being a rational person that's stuck in this vortex, I can't afford it. So it's like I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here until I can find something better or something random, some luck, and I don't even know how to say it. Some spark of chance happens, and just I accrue thousands of dollars into my bank account. And I don't really see anybody my age rushing to be a janitor. It's just dumb, man, because it's like you can work so hard for someone or something, and the work goes unappreciated until you get one little nitpicking of a thing that you have to work on. It's annoying. It makes employees here don't want to do what they're actually supposed to do. You know how many times I've been told that this building used to look like this, but it didn't even matter because all the time that they put into perfecting it, in one day it just went back to the way it was, and nobody appreciated anything. I can't believe I'm learning that so quickly. I've only been here a few months, and I'm talking to people that have been here 16 years. Imagine doing this 16 years, and you gotta just, brush everything off because nobody is gonna respect a person who has a broomstick in their hand, but they'll sure respect a girl who shakes their ass on TV. It's just frustrating being a normal person. Everybody that does the wrong things gets praise, but the normal, average, everyday person just gets walked on and has to take it on the chin, as they say. And as a man, it's even worse because some people feel like being the main breadwinner in your household, there's a certain responsibility. And I don't even have any kids, but it's just terrible, terrible day, terrible mindset. But I don't know. I just felt compelled that something is gonna come from this. Something has to come from this. I mean, it's kind of getting to the point where it makes me start to believe that no matter how hard you work, you'll bear nothing from it unless you're rich or you get some weird luck of somebody watching you, and nobody's watching us clean a door or clean a freaking sink, you know what I'm saying, for some teachers that we don't even know or care about. So I gotta stay in this trapped science building for no reason and pretend to be busy when I could be putting this energy into other things like streaming or things that I'm actually passionate about. It's not even about the money at this point. It's about being sane, and it's about being secure. Like, I don't mind doing the work to be successful, but at this point, when the work is falling on its flat on its face, it seems like the work that you should be putting in to bear the fruits of your labor doesn't need to matter because nobody pays attention to you. And then it certainly doesn't show up when your payday hits because you just can't get a break these days. You get yelled at by a dumbass manager who thinks that everything can be done in one day and everything should be perfect when it's not. Trying to fight against the system. The system is poor and doesn't operate well. I did an overtime that still hasn't clocked in my timesheet. It's just I hate the way things are, but I don't know. At this point, I don't even know what the satisfaction of trying to work towards something is when you get stuff like this, where you get someone that can be super uptight about one small detail and it could cost you your job. And nobody can afford to lose their job, especially in this climate. So as I vent my frustration about this whatever I want to call this, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to say something. And I don't really know if anybody's going to watch this or care about this, but, it just felt like I wanted to be vulnerable, just to give a small detail of what I have to go through, and why I'm never excited about it, because it's late as hell. Don't know what I'm gonna eat, so don't know what I'm gonna do. All I know is I gotta wake up early and get ready to come back to this shithole of a job that doesn't pay enough, and it doesn't appreciate anybody enough. It's just go, go, go. So I hope if anybody has a better job out there, keep it as long as you as you can, because nothing gets better from here until you become like a rich CEO or, and these days, content creator. But it's whatever. It's the price to pay to being where you want to be. And I guess would be like a start of a journey where, seeing where I've come from, to maybe later on down the line in like a year or something, I'll be doing something different. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Just work sucks, and you still don't get appreciated for it, no matter what job it is. Whether you run coffee at a coffee shop, you wash dishes, you're a bartender, or you're a janitor. It's not worth it until some random chance of luck happens. So I guess I'll keep my hopes up for that chance of luck, because you never know. But that's all I got.